Hi everyone, this is a brief introduction to smart grid technology, why we need it, and how we can overcome the challenges faced in its implementation. Our current electricity grid was designed around centralized power generation with a unidirectional flow from power plants to consumers to fulfill basic electricity needs. However, the system is aging and is struggling to keep up with an exponential increase in demand. The smart grid attempts to address these issues rather innovatively. It can be defined as a digitally enabled electric grid that consists of a complex system of components and networks. New technology like smart meters, smart appliances, and electric cars operate seamlessly on an intelligent infrastructure that integrates consumers and suppliers with multiple sources of energy. This combination of components and networks allows the members of the grid two layers of communication. One, to send and receive electricity in both directions, and the other, to gather and distribute information on energy demand and consumption. Such an infrastructure can increase the reliability of energy supply greatly. Smarter appliances consume less energy when it's more expensive, and vice versa. Consumers who generate their own electricity through solar panels, for example, can feed electricity back into the grid during peak times, which reduces costs for everyone. Consumers become more aware of how they use their energy, and this helps drive down energy consumption. Now, this comes with challenges. The capital costs of replacing our aging grid infrastructure are significant, and there have been questions raised on whether we'd be better off if we did nothing at all. There are also more than 3,000 public and private utilities that distribute power, and a further 2,000 non-utility companies that produce and transmit power. Let's also not forget the armies of regulators and policymakers at many levels of government. This makes it very difficult to coordinate large-scale implementation of smart grid and hinders the development of interoperability standards. There's also resistance from some consumers, like hospitals and daycares, who will not benefit at all from fluctuating electricity rates because they consume at a constant rate. The government has been taking steps in the last few years to invest heavily in smart grid, both for infrastructure capital costs as well as R&D. These stimuli provide a great foundation for the progress of smart grid adoption. Sections of the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007 also stipulate the creation of task forces, advisory committees, and establishing an interoperability framework for smart grids. It is therefore crucial for us to continue collaborating on these issues to ensure that smart grid development is integrated into a future national energy policy.